2023. Our World Cruise Travels. Royal Caribbean Cruise. iMovie number 26. Written, narrated, and produced by M.S. Patil or Mahendra Patil in the very heart of Chicago, Illinois, USA. May 2023. Our cruise ship, Grandeur of the Seas, is as big as my entire village and is staffed with 760 crews, coming from some 63 countries. The ship can carry more than 2,400 passengers and cruise at 22 knots per hour. It has 11 decks with a gross tonnage of some 74,000. We are avid outdoor fanatics, so we do not like being locked up in a ship. So we always stayed away from cruise experiences most of our life. This time around, we were looking for unique travel experiences for a change. So we decided to ground our pet planes, trains, and buses and take to vast magic kingdom of oceans. We went into the cruise ship very gingerly and cynically. But lo and behold, we came out not only as winners, but also are now loaded with unique million merry memories and experiences lasting for a lifetime.
Life is good, life is good.
We are glad that we did hit the Caribbean Ocean hard and came out alive, well, and kicking. Now our body and soul are fully recharged, redefined, rejuvenated, and resurrected yet again. We now are ready to face the life, living, and boring day-to-day errands and chores. Life is the greatest gift of all. Health is the crown jewel of it. Laughter is the best medicine that I prescribe liberally 24/7. The music shall be the language of our soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, so in the next 5 minutes time we will have our afternoon.
You will be. You can take your.
There are a million things in life that are free. Sunset, sunrise, sunny days, sandy beaches, swaying palm trees, balmy breezes, music, power walks, exercise, love, hope, faith, friends, family, and so on and so forth. We just have to look around to find them. We should be happy Harrys and not gloomy Gus's. Being an eternal optimist rather than a pessimistic bore certainly does the job. One does not have to be rich all the time to enjoy life fully. Although money certainly helps.
Okay, guys. Sorry,
Enggak itapan nindo hasbi.
Merry Memory Lane. This Royal Caribbean cruise is our third major cruise travel in last half a century or so. We had a ton of fun under the sun, along with other 2,000 fellow cruisers. At the end of the trip, we were heartbroken and mentally drained when we had to say goodbye to all our newly found global friends. They now are not just our friends, but our family as well. The cruise ship was our entire village. Everyone looked after each and everyone day and night. We like to think we walked away with a million merry memories lasting for a lifetime. The wonderful global friends we made, the golden sunrises and sunsets we observed at the sea, the power walks we made on the top deck of the cruise, the 24/7 feasting experiences with family and friends together, dancing to the hypnotizing Caribbean, Latin, and rock and roll rhythms day and night, even though I made myself a dancing fool. Meeting all the smiley staff on board, just to mention a few merry memories. 32 summers ago, back in 1992, we went on an Alaska Inside Passage cruise from Vancouver, Canada, all the way up to Alaska. We visited Juneau, the capital of Alaska, Ketchikan, Sitka, Skagway, Yukon Territory, and Heavenly Lynn Canal. 9 years later, back in 2001, we cruised the world's mightiest Nile River, visiting along the waterway all the ancient Egyptian monuments where time has stood still for at least 5 to 6 millennia. We rode the Radamas ship under the scorching Egyptian sun at the risk of getting heat stroke, but kept admiring the rich history of ancient Egypt. World cruise industry today. Today's cruise ships are incredible feat of technology and engineering, but I'm sure they can also cost an arm and a leg. I must say, wow! All Royal Caribbean ships fly under the flag of the Bahamas, where the ships are registered. As of end of 2018, there were 314 oceanic and river cruise ships operating worldwide. Royal Caribbean Cruise Liner is a 55-year-old public company listed on New York Stock Exchange. It is the world's second largest cruise line operator, only behind Carnival Corporation. As of 2022, the RCL had a revenue of US $8.84 billion, with a total assets of US $32.26 billion. It has 64 ships traveling to innumerable global destinations and employs more than 100,000 full-time employees. The newest RCL ship, called Icon of the Seas, set sail in early 2004, which is going to take the crown as the biggest ship in the world. It comes at a hefty price tag of US $1.4 billion. This number is bigger than the GDP of many small nations on Earth. Each ship takes approximately 18 months to build to perfection. Major ship manufacturers are in Germany, Finland, France, and Italy. Carnival Corporation and PLC, Carnival UK, is the world's largest cruise company with 87,000 full time employees and operates more than 90 ships worldwide. Norwegian Cruise Line Holding Limited has currently around 30 ships in fleet and has 38,900 full time employees. All the above three big cruise companies are based in Miami, Florida, USA. Transatlantic crossings between Europe and North America became a commonplace in the first half of 20th century. The Titanic, built 111 years ago, back in 1912, is history's most famous cruise ship. With the advent of passenger jets in the 1960s, international travel was switched to airlines from ocean liners. The 1970s television series Love Boat helped to popularize the concept of romantic cruise travel experiences. History of world music. Tango. It takes two to tango. Tango music is Argentina or Argentina and vice versa. Argentina has given the world the precious gift of sensual and melancholic, and partner as well as social dance and music form. Today, tango music and dance are very popular throughout the world. Some 130 years ago at birth, tango was looked down upon as an ugly child with vulgar movement disorder by the Argentinian elites. Now look who is smiling, giggling, and laughing all the way to the bank. Tango was born 130 to 140 years ago, back in the 1880s, along the impoverished Rio de la Plata port areas, which naturally divide the nations of Argentina and Uruguay. It was frequently practiced in brothels and bars of the ports. Tango is a fine confluence of Argentine milonga, candombe celebrations, and habanera musical influences. Tango was looked down upon as a vulgar form of art of the lower class people in the earlier decades. It was simply because the male and female partners, or two male partners, dance almost like Siamese twins fused at the hip, figuratively speaking. Once Paris and its European neighbors enthusiastically accepted tango, 30 to 40 years later, upper class Argentinians started scrambling and hurriedly started to accept tango, finally, for heaven's sake. It is high time that they did. Superstar Carlos Gardel popularized tango. The tango became in vogue and a national pride in the 1930s in Argentina. In 2009, the tango was added to the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage lists. Argentine tango is the main subject of many films around the world, including Tango, Katru Veliaidai, Adios Buenos Aires, and The Last Tango, just to mention a few. Katru Veliaidai was directed by Mani Ratna, with tango song Kilayo, composed by Oscar winner A.R. Rahman, and lyrics written by Vairamuthu. In Hollywood movie Last Tango, which was released in 1972, in which Marilyn Brandon has acted. Nostalgic Memory Lane. 18 years ago, back in 2005, Swarna and I visited our lifelong friend, Dr. Peter Viale, and his childhood home in Caseros, a suburb of Buenos Aires, down in Argentina. To study the origin and history of tango, we toured Ritero, Palermo, La Boca, San Telmo, and Puerto Madera barrios of Buenos Aires. I am the undisputed number two world music fan. Frankly, I do not know who is number one. We also took time to visit famous Senor Tango Club and watched a thrilling tango performance and savored sumptuous Argentinian dinner. President Bill Clinton and soccer legend Pele had visited the same club many years earlier. Thus, we accidentally and intentionally became a part of the tango history and legend. No end to our talent. And I am the narrator, M.S. Patil, or Mahendra Patil, beyond the shadow of doubt.
Gain once, 15 gain twice, 15 half, 15 over there, 2 have 17, ever but now with about 17, 17 gain once, gain twice, and final. Can I please have a massive round of applause? I'm just hold, just want to please.
$791 crew members coming from 63 different countries. Now,
in year 2020, the entire global cruise industry was all but shut down by COVID-19. In 2022, the global cruise market was valued to be worth some $8 billion. It is estimated to grow to $23 billion in next 10 years at a rate of 11 to 12% per year. Global hospitality and tourism sectors are on a rapidly ascending trajectory. North America commanded half of the revenues. Europe takes credit for another 25% of the global market share. Wellness and health have become major priorities in recent years. The cruise line industry is highly competitive.